For years, Gena has refused to publicly name the celebrity she believes changed her life forever. Even after revealing that she was living with HIV, she repeatedly said she wasn't ready to accuse anyone without undeniable proof. But now, Jaguar Wright is telling her that staying silent only protects the person she believes infected her. And according to Jaguar, that same man, Gena, have allegedly exposed others in the entertainment industry as well. Those comments have reignited one of the internet's most controversial celebrity mysteries. Who is the man Gena believes infected her? And why has she spent years dropping hints without ever saying his name? To understand why this story has resurfaced, you have to go back to 2022. That's when Gena, a Brooklyn-based content creator and Instagram model, shocked social media by revealing she had been diagnosed with HIV. After months of disappearing from the internet and making repeated trips to the hospital, she finally decided to explain what had been happening behind the scenes. In an emotional video, Gena said she was tired of hiding the truth. She revealed that her health had deteriorated dramatically and explained that she had been through what she described as one of the darkest periods of her life. She also pushed back against people who assumed medication automatically solved everything, saying the physical and emotional effects had been far more difficult than most people realized. Her announcement quickly went viral. Thousands of people flooded her comments with messages of support, while others immediately began asking the same question: how did this happen? At first, Gena insisted she didn't know. She explained that she wasn't prepared to blame anyone because she couldn't be completely certain where the virus came from. Rather than naming names, she focused on encouraging people to get tested regularly and to take their health seriously. For a while, that's where the story ended. Then everything changed. Over the following year, Gena slowly began sharing more details about her past. She revealed that before her diagnosis, she had spent time around celebrities and attended exclusive parties connected to the entertainment industry. According to Gena, she had also been involved with a well-known celebrity man for several years, someone she genuinely cared about. That revelation completely shifted the conversation. People no longer believed this was simply a random tragedy. Now they wanted to know who the mystery celebrity was. Even then, Gena refused to identify him. She explained that she wanted evidence before making such a serious accusation. She also suggested she was exploring legal options and didn't want public speculation interfering with anything happening behind the scenes. Still, she admitted there were moments when she questioned everything. One emotional video in particular caught people's attention. Gena explained that she had recently watched an interview involving the unnamed celebrity she had been seeing. During that interview, the man reportedly discussed sexually transmitted infections, and hearing those comments made her revisit years of memories she had tried to put behind her. She admitted the interview left her wondering whether he could have been the person who infected her after all. At the same time, she repeatedly reminded viewers that suspicion isn't proof. She said she didn't want to accuse someone publicly based only on feelings, no matter how painful the situation had become. That careful approach earned her respect from many viewers. Others, however, believed she already knew the answer and was simply afraid to say it out loud. Then, Jaguar Wright entered the conversation. Known for making explosive allegations about some of the biggest names in entertainment, Jaguar argued that protecting the person's identity served no purpose if other people could allegedly still be at risk. According to Jaguar, Gena wasn't dealing with an isolated incident. She suggested the man Gena was referring to had allegedly been involved with multiple women throughout the entertainment industry and implied that remaining silent only allowed the rumors to continue without accountability. Jaguar didn't stop there. She claimed Gena's story could become an important part of exposing a much larger problem inside the entertainment world, where she believes powerful people have avoided scrutiny for years. Those comments immediately reignited online investigations. Within hours, social media users began comparing Gena's statements with old interviews, celebrity relationships, and previous allegations involving several high-profile figures. One of the first names to trend was Diddy. The reason wasn't because Gena directly accused him. Instead, internet users focused on her earlier comments about attending exclusive Hollywood parties. Since Diddy's legal troubles had already placed his private gatherings under intense public scrutiny, many people started wondering whether there was a connection. It's important to note that Gena has never publicly stated that Diddy infected her. But once his name entered the conversation, countless online theories began spreading across TikTok, YouTube, and X. Then, another name surfaced: Diplo. Unlike Diddy, Diplo's name gained attention after another woman came forward with her own story, claiming she recognized Gena from a private video she said had been shared with her years earlier. That allegation would send the entire story in a completely different direction and turn one woman's search for answers into an even bigger controversy involving multiple celebrities, old relationships, and claims that social media is still trying to untangle today. After Gena hinted that the mystery celebrity had been in her life for years, internet users immediately began trying to identify who she was talking about. One of the first names to trend was Diplo, not because Gena directly accused him, but because another woman, Shelly August, posted a video claiming she recognized Gena from a private video she said Diplo had previously shown her. Shelly alleged that after seeing Gena publicly discuss her HIV diagnosis, she became frightened and decided to undergo multiple rounds of STD testing herself. Those claims quickly spread across TikTok and YouTube. However, it's important to point out that these are allegations made by individuals online and should not be treated as established fact. As that discussion gained momentum, social media shifted its attention to another familiar name: Diddy. The reason wasn't because Gena publicly identified him as the person she believes infected her. Instead, many internet users focused on Gena's earlier statements about attending exclusive Hollywood parties while she was struggling financially and trying to survive. Because Diddy's legal troubles had already put his private events under intense public scrutiny, people began connecting unrelated pieces of information and building their own theories. Gena herself stopped short of making that accusation. She repeatedly explained that she didn't want to publicly blame anyone without evidence, saying she wanted facts instead of assumptions. That distinction is easy to overlook online, where rumors often spread much faster than verified information. Then Jaguar Wright took the conversation even further. Rather than focusing only on Gena's experience, Jaguar argued that Hollywood has ignored similar stories for years. She claimed there are celebrities who allegedly put others at risk while continuing their careers without consequences. During various interviews, Jaguar also mentioned several rappers and entertainers, suggesting there were long-standing rumors about their private lives and health. Those statements generated millions of views, but they also remained unverified allegations. As more clips circulated, social media began pulling older rumors back into the spotlight. Names like Soulja Boy, Busta Rhymes, Meek Mill, YK Osiris, and Usher were suddenly appearing in the same conversations. In many cases, people were combining old interviews, lawsuits, internet gossip, and anonymous claims into one larger narrative. The problem is that many of those stories have never been substantiated. For example, some discussions referenced previous civil lawsuits, while others relied entirely on anonymous online posts or comments from internet personalities. As those different stories became mixed together, it became increasingly difficult to separate confirmed events from speculation. That's really what this controversy has turned into. It started as Gena sharing one of the most painful experiences of her life. But once social media got involved, the focus shifted away from her personal story and toward trying to identify a mystery celebrity, pulling countless other public figures into the discussion along the way. Meanwhile, Gena has continued emphasizing that living with HIV has affected every part of her life. Her message has consistently been that people should prioritize regular testing, protect themselves, and take sexual health seriously. Regardless of who people believe she was referring to, that remains the one part of her story that isn't based on internet theories. Jaguar, on the other hand, has made it clear that she doesn't believe the conversation is over. She continues to argue that more people will eventually come forward and that Hollywood still has secrets waiting to be exposed. Whether that happens remains to be seen. For now, many of the biggest claims connected to this story remain allegations that have not been verified. While they continue to dominate social media discussions, speculation alone isn't proof, and many of the individuals mentioned have denied wrongdoing or have not been found liable for the claims circulating online. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Gena is right to wait until she has solid evidence before naming anyone, or do you believe social media has already turned this into a case where rumors are overshadowing the facts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video because this story continues to evolve.